Good morning, good day. Prepare your coffee, guys. Jomo, you ready with your coffee?
Man, I told you I don't need coffee. I do the gripper in the morning. Welcome back to the CM channel, ladies and gents, where we give you all the alpha and we try to make you healthy as well. The healthy traders, man. For sure, for sure. Happy
Bro,
Sunday.
we're having finally a monumental breakout, a monumental crypto breakout. The people don't understand the importance of this amazing new all-time high into price discovery breakout with hype, with huge candles, man. People just don't understand. And that's to me the beginning of the final phase of the crypto bull run. This is the for me, this is the hello, we are here. Hello, we are here. ZBCN just took you to the banana zone. Hello.
Something like that, man. Something like that, man. Look, we love it, man. And you said, look, you said it beautifully. 70% move in a day yesterday. 70% move in a day. Let me just show our crowd. And by the way, cook the like, smash it, help us send this to the ether. Say hello, say goodbye, say whatever you want to say, ask us questions. Look, it's going to be a short one this morning because I need to bounce to some things, but we're going to answer questions. So ask questions as we go. As we go, I want to make sure we answer as much questions. So look at this. This is ZBCN. Of course, this is the full chart, whatever. We talked about it. Okay, a few things. First of all, yesterday's candle from bottom to top was a 70% candle. Okay, this is considered a god candle. Okay, 70% candle is a god candle. And look at the volume that came. Beautiful volume, beautiful volume. And this was on page 3 or even 4 on CoinMarketCap. Immediately went into page 2. Okay, so and all this, okay, all this while Bitcoin is a bit hesitating. Okay, Bitcoin is a bit hesitating. So what will happen when Bitcoin actually continues? All right, because we need it to continue for the entire crypto market to continue, right? We don't want it to dump. But when Bitcoin continues, all right, we don't know when it's going to happen. And hopefully we can get, I don't know, like a flag or a pennant on ZBCN before it continues. ZBCN is going to smash a continuation, CM. We're waiting for this to happen, to smash the continuation. I don't think it's going to correct all the way back down, by the way, CM. I think this is going to remain quite tight. I don't know how tight, but man, this has that strength, as you said. I don't know, CM. Has the strength. I do want this to continue. I would hope that Bitcoin won't shit the bed. That's the one thing, I can only, hope because I can't control the markets. But this has all the characteristics of the thing that we are looking for a banger, continuation, something that you can trade from the bottom all the way to the top, whenever that's going to be. What are you looking at, CM? I can see
Yeah.
you're focused.
Guys, please give us a like, subscribe. It's gonna be a short live. Please give us a like. It really helps us give more alpha to the people in the world and share the ZBCN pumpamentals, my friend. Look, ZBCN, like you said, I'm very bullish on the coin. I'm actually looking for that, Jomo. Look, we had, we broke out of the base. Okay, so really, I don't think we're gonna retest the base, but you never know. If Bitcoin will take a shit, maybe, but I'm looking for wave to find the next corrective wave. You had your first wave here, the bullish wave here. Then you had a second wave here, the corrective. Now we are in the third wave. That's how it looked like. Inside the first wave. This whole thing is the first cycle of ZBCN, and we're now forming a 1-2. That was a 1-2. Now we're in the 3. I don't know when the 3 will end. But I'm looking for the fourth to unfold, the corrective fourth, like this one, this baby, and then I'm looking to load up on this coin. Yeah, man, I told you, man, I'm not gonna be surprised if it's going to go like before it topped out to the 1 cent
1 cent
mark.
mark. Yeah.
1 cent mark is amazing for me. It will be amazing for me if it can go there. We are far from it, a double pretty much. let's see. Now we had a very nice dump yesterday. If you look dump, like a volatile, price action. It went up to 49 and came back to retest. That could be the retest at 33. Okay, so it had very fast retest here, and you can see how it got bought back up, man, like zip, back to the 40s. So it can definitely consolidate around the around the 4004 area. Yeah, 004 area, maybe some sideways. Yeah, but I would love to see more fundamentals in the weekend, as in the weekend there is no rules, you know what I mean? They can pump the coins, there is no rules because the daddy is kind of, cheeky
Yeah,
cheeky.
yeah. Man, love ZBCN. Wanted to see the continuation. All right, we need it. Let's see what we can. What we have here, Maher is asking, looks ZBCN the new Kahuna money? CM, this is for you, man. The Kahuna money.
Yeah, man, Mr. Maher Shibani, man. This guy, like, is a supporter of the channel for a while, man. As you know, we're not playing games, man. We've been nailing the market leaders and the market bangers again and again and again and again and again. Why? Because we work, man. We work, man. Just like you work in McDonald's or you work in the farmer market or wherever, or you're a developer or something. We are traders. We work. That's our job, and to nail the bangers. By the way, we're gonna have a new webinar coming in June. Make sure to stay tuned. We're gonna teach you how to find the bangers in the crypto market, how to find the next gem, just like we find ZBCN. We're gonna show you how you can do it as well yourself. So make
The
sure to
Crypto Gem Hunter seminar.
Yes. So make sure to cook the like, subscribe, and check it out.
For sure, for sure.
Where would you add on ZBCN and where, man? Obviously, I'm gonna add to ZBCN once it's gonna pull back or consolidate. I need a sideways range. I need a consolidation, a tightening of the price, or a pullback. That's what I need. And yeah, Christoph, get yourself the next webinar as well. You remember what happened the last webinar? We told you watch ZBCN and you got free money train. So you better subscribe to the next webinar, my friend, because you know what's gonna happen if you're gonna cry to mommy that you're gonna miss the next ZBCN that we're gonna share, because we already have it on the radar, man. We already have the next ZBCN on the radar. You think we're not playing games, sir? We're not playing games. GM Fari.
Good morning, Ferry.
This guy deserves all the attention from all those lady boys influencers. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Christoph.
Lady boy influencers didn't nail ZBCN. For
For
sure.
sure.
For sure. They're cooked, man. They're cooked.
They are cooked.
They are, you know what? They are waiting for KASPA or for Turbo. Or for
Yeah, exactly. They're waiting for the all bangers.
Let's look on KASPA, man. KASPA is doing jack shit, man. KASPA, I told all if you're a Caspian and you all in on KASPA, man. Well, welcome to crypto. ZBCN just melt your face. This is I told you guys, all the KASPA army. I told you, I'm waiting for a pullback, and I think it topped out here, and I think this is a local top on KASPA after it had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm looking for a pullback, probably to the neckline around the 8. That's what I'm looking for. Might pull back higher, might pull back deeper. I don't know, but I'm looking for a pullback on KASPA KAS, and then I'm gonna load up on another swing trade probably, because KASPA was very nice to me. Made like 40% move here and another 30% move here. So for me, it's gonna be amazing. But again, if ZBCN will offer a better a better entry, I will have to cut my size on KASPA and will load up on ZBCN, because you know me, I am a profit maximalist, and ZBCN just broke out to new high ground, no resistance mode, while KASPA have tons of resistance overhead. So with all due respect to KASPA KAS, and there is a lot of
A
respect,
lot, a lot.
I have now more respect to ZBCN short term with my money. You know what I mean?
We actually have three new bangers people are not really discussing at all that we have been banging. Okay, we
Don't
can't
say
say
it,
all of
don't
them
say
now.
it.
No, we can't say them now. We can't say them now. We can't give everything at one point, right? ZBCN is one of those three. All right, ZBCN is one of those three. It's a banger. Look, me and CM, we are interested in clear sky, right? Clear sky, price discovery modes. We believe price discovery modes is where the real money is made. That's why many times we make videos. People hate on those videos, CM. We made videos on Theta, on VET, all those old dinosaur coins that, they don't really move because we try to teach people, which people don't really want to listen, right? We tell them we want clear sky. We don't want overhead supply. We don't want people waiting for the price to go back to the break even to dump their coins on your head. We don't want that, right? We want price discovery. So we opt in to trade those new bangers, right? The gems that people don't know because they haven't had a run yet. People always wait for something to be already kind of moving and everything until they find out about it. No. We find it prior. Not only that we find prior to it, CM, we find it prior and we take the trade precisely on the momentum point. That's the difference of other people maybe that found ZBCN, waited for a year, and us, we wait for a precise entry point to make as much money, all right, as possible in the lowest amount of time, not just waiting with our capital, right? We don't have opportunity lost. That's how we operate, man. Ferry, lady boys. Who else? Guys, girls, give us some questions. You can ask us trading related questions, coin related questions, market related questions. Come on, wake up, ask us the good questions. We're here to give you free alpha. Let's go.
Let's look at Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin looks to me that it's wanna top out, man. I don't know, man. It looks to me that it wanna top out in this area. Look at this nice trend line here, two tops and another top now. Maybe we're gonna do another one, to do another high fake out or a double top, or maybe move higher. But I'm looking for a top in Bitcoin, and that will actually probably give us an opportunity once Bitcoin will top out. ZBCN will probably pull back or consolidate. Again, let's see what's going to happen, But if Bitcoin will just go sideways here for maybe to create a top, maybe ZBCN can continue higher, as it's topping out. Just like, it's topping out, it topped out here. Some coins continue higher, or it topped out here. It's a process, the topping. I'm looking for a topping process in Bitcoin, and hopefully ZBCN will continue higher. Now, most other rubbish coins will dump. You can see already many coins are dumping, many coins are topping out, and people should have been already in cash, took profits like last week or 2 weeks ago, man, when Bitcoin was starting to from their positions, because most altcoins look like shit now. They're cooked, Short term, they are cooked, and they want to be, coming uncooked. They need to cool off before they make another move up.
Yeah, that's why I didn't love the breakout of Bitcoin to new all-time highs before we had a sideways base. It's called a compressed right side. When it comes all the way from the bottom, it's not as healthy. Sometimes it can continue, right? But it lowers the probability of continuation, man. It lowers it. Mr. Reggae Charles made 5x. By the way, CM, let's show people that we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. This is our ZBCN trade from the membership 3 days ago. Trade ZBCN. All right. We say when to enter, where to put a stop loss, because we always use risk management, lady boys out there that don't use. You're going to get wrecked eventually. We try to give you good tactics that will save your lives, position size and everything. Right. This is the signal. Let me just make sure that you can see it, actually enlarge it. You can see the timestamp, 21st of May. We can see long-term resistance. All right. We had actually a trade here first with CM published that one, and then I published this one as well on our membership. Look, we talk We walk the walk, all right? We said where to buy twice, all right? Making money over and over. This is from our live walk. What you should do is join our membership, ASAP, all right? Just come, right? Don't wait. Doesn't matter for us if Bitcoin tops, all right, or Bitcoin bottoms. We make money on the way down, shorting. We made money on the way up, longing. We find gems before anyone knows about it. For example, ZBCN, as you can see here, beautiful trade, 120% or 180% in 3 days, max gain, taking profits, waiting for a continuation. We will keep doing this over, and as CM said, we're professional traders. This is what we do. We don't subscribe to opium, right? We don't subscribe to, when to sell, when to buy, hesitations. No, we know what we do, and we do it over and over. That's called repeatable action, all right? That is our edge. You need to scan the QR code in the upper left side. It will take you to our WAP. Join as fast as possible because you don't want to miss the runs that already happened, because the next run is about to happen. We don't know when, tomorrow, next day. You don't want to miss out. Some people always wait on the sidelines, and that's a shame because they come afterwards very disappointed about not subscribing earlier to our membership. So join now, man.
Yeah, Reggie, you should join the membership as a member, okay, as a VIP member in our service, in our community. You will get access to all our webinar for 50%. Okay, we give our members, our lovely members that we appreciate, we give them 50% discount on all the educational webinar. So it pays to be a member. It pays to be a member, man. If you are trading with big money, if you're trading crypto for life, consider even joining Lifetime, man, because the Lifetime membership will get you everything. It's dirt cheap, and you get everything for life for a ridiculous price. So check it out, man. And yeah, you have another question here. Do you guys buy and hold ZBCN coin and trade the future? We trade everything on futures, mainly on futures. We do not use leverage, okay? We do not use leverage on our trades. We don't need leverage. We use futures, 1x, to trade ZBCN. For example, ZBCN, yeah, everything is on my future account. Amazing gains, man. Amazing gains. Where is it? I'll show you my trade so you will know where is my trade, man. Where is my trade, man? I didn't put enough money on the ZBCN, man. I didn't put enough money. Where is my Mexi account? There it is. You can see that's the ZBCN trade here. You can see I booked already almost 8,000, and I have another 1.4 to book here. So let's see, man. Let's see. So you can see we trade with 1x long. That means we not use leverage. No leverage needed, man. That's how we roll. And when we have high conviction trade, you don't need leverage. You just put 50K on the trade or 100K on the trade. You know what I mean? You don't need to put leverage, because when you take leverage from the scammy exchanges, they're gonna fuck you. They're gonna make sure that you're gonna get wiped out, liquidated. Why? Because they know where you put your stops. If you do have stops, they know where your liquidation point is. So they go in to bang you because they have free money on your account waiting for them to collect when you use leverage. Okay, that's why we don't use leverage. But yeah, man, welcome aboard, sir. Welcome aboard. Check it out. We're gonna publish the webinar soon, probably next week or this week. Next week, next week we're gonna publish the webinar on the WAP, so you can buy it. But consider joining as a member because you're gonna get a 50% discount on it. Christoph, we're not whispering the other two. We actually have more. We have 2 more that they are super sexy. Actually, 2 or 3 more that they are super sexy liquid wow coins. And we have another 10 or 20 small cap coins that are like that they can surprise everybody. And Jomo even have more, and I have more on my list. We have many coins that are setting up for price discovery breakout, just like ZBCN did. similar, going into new all-time highs. So man, we're not whispering, the gems. You want to get the gems, buy the webinar or join the membership, my friend. By the way, guys, cook the like, subscribe, share it on your X, leave a comment. We're gonna wrap it up soon. BTC conference,
sure.
hey, BTC conference starting on Tuesday. Yeah,
Be careful.
the top is coming. The local top is coming. Obviously, everybody. Ferry knows it. We knows it. We are ready, man. We have tight stops. Man, I have only now 3 positions. That's all my positions. All the account is in cash. Waiting, man. Waiting.
Very interesting to see what will happen, man, on Bitcoin. I don't like the fact that Bitcoin is kind of, hiccuping, Should I don't like the hiccup, but let's give it a few more days to see what it does, man. Let's give it a
Bro,
few more days.
8 weeks in a row, green. 8 green weeks in a row. At some point, we're gonna get a red. I'm expecting minimum 2, 3, 4 red weeks of Bitcoin. Or like a pullback kind of a consolidation. It's needed. It's needed, man.
For sure, man. For
Maybe
sure.
BTC make another last pump in few days. Maybe. Yes, tell your fucking friends. Tell your fucking friends. Give you them credit. Jomo, if you want to share any chart, man, we have no question here. People are drunk or something.
Man, it's a Sunday, right? It's a Sunday, so they're taking the time for sure. Look, I'm going to share this chart over here. Let me just get to it. I think this is pure alpha over here. People don't know about positioning of the code data. This is something I'm looking at, okay? And this is what makes me, more convicted in the way that we should go, but anything can happen in the market. So this is a chart of Bitcoin with the positioning standpoint of large speculators, okay? And I've been talking about how look at over here, okay, below. You can see that they have blue, bars. When the bars are up, okay, that's where I don't believe in, in Bitcoin moving up. I believe it's going to go sideways or down because large speculators are usually wrong. However, when they go net short, right, that's where I believe that Bitcoin can go and continue up. Okay, so, and I'm seeing that they're becoming more and more long. Okay, as you can see by this last bar, that they became very short. So the more short they become, the more I believe they're going to get squeezed eventually, these people over here. But, we need to wait to see price confirming. Maybe what you said, CM, is going to pan out. Maybe we're going to get, another bar here. Maybe it's going to be a red bar for like a pause bar on a weekly basis and only then continue. We got to the new all-time highs and we didn't get a big dump. We're just getting a hiccup. Okay, so the hiccup shouldn't take us for a huge correction, in my opinion. Mainly, while positioning is short on the large speculators. But no one is looking at this. This is something that it's proprietary for Crowd Market Report. It's someone that I love, Jason Shapiro. And this is kind of a lost alpha with positioning. But of course, CM, what you're saying here, the power week, it's very much needed to give us, I don't know, maybe a pennant, a small kind of thing. I would actually argue that a larger one would be even better. But let's wait and see. Now that's on this part, man. That's it for me, CM. I wanted to share this last thing for people to kind of see that I'm still seeing the bullishness that should happen. But again, price needs to dictate it. If price is going to go down on Bitcoin, I'm gonna wait for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy, until I get a confirmation. I do still think we're gonna go up, though. I do still think we're gonna go up, man. I don't know when, but I do think. That's my last words. And of course, for Mr. Fitzy, let's talk KASPA. We talked KASPA roughly 15 minutes ago. All right, so you're late to the party, Mr. Fitzy, or CM is gonna show something.
Talk some KASPA, man. KASPA is gonna pull back, man. It's pulling back. I told you guys, we nailed it. We told you guys, it hit the 50-week MA on the nose. We told you it might go to this area of resistance of the 1-3, and it topped out and rolled over and pulled back. Now it looks like, and we told you, it put in a shooting star candle or a red candle here. It's probably gonna pull back. And voila, it's pulling back. Let's look on the momentum here. It's probably you can see it dropping back down here on the 1 day. the 2-day cross down and the 3-day as well. So we probably going to pull back on KASPA, and that's amazing, man. And this is another lesson for people, for hodlers. Take your fucking profits, man. If you have a move, let's say you bought it at here or here, you made some money, take profits, because at some point they always pull back. And actually, the first pullbacks out of the bear market, after out of the bear market, after the first rally, the first pullbacks are nasty, man. I wouldn't be surprised to see it coming back down to the 8, maybe even all the way to here, man, all the way to the 6 or the 5, man. Really, this thing is, it can be nasty. It can be nasty. It can be nasty, man. That's not good as well. That we broke above the 200-day, and now we coming back down. We're losing the 200-day. This is the green line, here, the 200-day MA. So it's probably gonna come down. It's probably gonna lose the 50-day, and then later we're gonna get a golden cross. That's bullish, and we're gonna bounce back above it and start a bullish, a good, nice move. So if KASPA will pull back here, that could be a good swing trade. You take it from like the 8s, and then you ride it to the 16 or the 18. That's a double, man. That's amazing double here. More than a double trade here, or to here, man. That could be a very good trade. But again, let's see, man. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm bullish on KASPA, but sorry, man, I'm more bullish on ZBCN, man. I have other names that I'm mega bullish on them that I'm not talking about them here. And you can get all this in our membership, all our trade alerts, everything.
Look at Ferry gave us a new coin to have on the radar. Ferry, I'm going to show Yapper. Thank you very much for the new coin. I didn't know about this coin. It's a bit, for me, okay? It doesn't have enough data, okay, for me to kind of look at it and find an edge. Yes, some person can say, you know what, this kind of all-time high, you can take it. If you can manage the risk quite well on the breakout, the risk is what? Oh no, man, it's 55%. What kind
of this is like a pump and dump.
I'm sorry,
scheme.
no, it was on the wrong. I was on log chart. This isn't looking as good. It's not what I thought it is. I was on the log chart. I was mistaken. Look, it can be a pump and dump, whatever, CM. Look, for me, literally has not enough data. Too young for me to even trade. I'm just going to put it on the watch list of Mexi trades. And if later on, in a few weeks or a month or something, it builds something interesting, then maybe I will look at it. It can be, as CM said, it can be a pump and dump, which you can make money on pump and dumps, but I don't have enough data on it. It doesn't have an edge.
Too volatile, man. When I see this kind of candles, where the fuck are you putting your stops? And it have no futures as well. It have no futures, so it's only a spot trading bullshit. So it's for scammers and lady boys at the moment. So for me, no, thank you, man. I'm gonna stay with my ZBCN and my bangers that have high liquidity, amazing charts where I can put my stops, and risk management, and I can really, this shit is horrible, man. It's horrible, man. Really. You know what? Maybe it's gonna be amazing later. But now, where are you gonna put your stops? Where? You buying now? What are you gonna do? Come on.
But yeah, Ferry is saying it's for a watch list for now. So thank you, Ferry. Watch list for sure. Look, put it on. If you're not a professional trader, all right, and you don't have time for it, you can just join the membership and we'll do the heavy lifting for you. Of course, you can scan the QR code in the upper left side. But if you are someone that wants to become somewhat of a professional trader, you need to have watch lists and you need to know how to find coins when they come. That's why we're going to create for next month, somewhere in June. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Our next webinar, all right, the Crypto Gem Hunter webinar, right, CM? Exactly for these kinds of reasons, to show people how we find things and how we arrange them in watch lists to make sure that we don't, miss out on a potential mover in the future, right? So, for example, ZBCN. We found ZBCN like a month ago or something, or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when. But we had it on the radar. We let it build, right? because we want to make sure that when we enter, it has the edge we want. We want the momentum to tilt, all right, and the demand to kind of flip supply and overwhelm it. Then we want to get in. That's why when we get in, usually, all right, you can get those movers of 100 and 200, percent movers in a couple of days, because we enter right when, it's tilted, the edge. All right. So, but prior to that, we find coins, we put them on watch list, we kind of have alerts on them and everything. So we're going to teach you how to do it. Okay. It's not hard. It's very simple, but you need to know the tactics of how to do it. So it took us years, and we're going to make sure that in one webinar, you learn how to do it. Okay. So make sure that you reserve, time for next month for the webinar. We didn't post it just yet. We're going to post it, but have it in your mind. And as CM said, if you want a 50% discount, become a member first, then you get everything that we do, and you will have a 50% discount on all the webinars we have as well. So,
Also, we're going to give you a watch list, just like we did in the last webinar. We're going to give you a watch list of the bangers that we already filtered for you. All right. We're going to show you how to find them, but we're also going to give you dummies, a proper watch list, just like we did with the ZBCN in the last one, that you put it on the radar, and then you know exactly where you buy, where you enter, and everything. That's free money. That's really free money. The last webinar was free money for everybody that attend, because they all ride in the ZBCN up from the breakout and double. If they put 20K, they're up 20K. They put 50K, they're up 50K, Free money.
CM, someone is asking about virtuals. You want to go about it?
Yeah. You talked a while ago about virtual. Ooh, yeah. I'm always talking about virtual. Virtual is my daddy, bro. Virtual is one of my favorite coins for this cycle. At the moment, it is topping out. Looks like it is topping out here. You can see it looks like I'm waiting, drooling on the sideline, man. I'm waiting for it to complete a pullback. Whether it's gonna do it to here, I don't care. I'm waiting, and then I'm gonna start buying once it's gonna set up for a breakout or a pullback entry. That's me. Bullish as F on virtuals. If you want
you think it's gonna go like deep into a correction mode? That's what you're seeing?
I'll show you, man. It can definitely go. Look, this, you can take the fibs, man. Boom. And look, it can go to the 135, definitely, man. You can see the double top, man, Jomo. You can see the double top here.
Yeah, with a small fake out, a little turtle head.
Yeah, with a small fake up. That means, it's not a regular double top. It's an extreme double top with the fake out. That means it's probably gonna pull back, in my opinion, to the 135. Or maybe even to this one, to the 618 fib. Or again, it can also pull back all the way to the neckline of the breakout here, but I don't think so. But you never know. So for me, I'm waiting now on virtuals. If this thing is going up straight up, actually for 45 days. So for me, now at some point it's gonna enter to the bullshit window when it's pulling back. So I'm probably gonna take 20 days, 15 days, maybe even 40 days. Who knows? I'm gonna wait. And once it's done, I'm gonna wait, watch it, because that's my job. I'm watching. This is one of my favorite coins. I'm gonna watch it, and actually, ZBCN made me more money now, but I'm not sure. No, virtual made me more money because I put much more money on the virtual trade multiple times. So I'm gonna buy this shit, and I'm gonna trade it all the way till the next Bitcoin top, because that's how I trade, man. So if you like virtual, man, who are you? Fucic. Futsi. If you like virtuals, if you want to get all the trade alerts, we nailed it from the 85. What was it? We nailed
85.
It. Yeah, 85. We nailed it from the 85 all the way to the $2, man. That was more than a double. If you want to get all our trade alerts on virtuals and many other bangers, all right, what do we have here? SB, do you guys use cold and hot wallet? No, no, no. We do not use nothing except exchanges. We use exchanges because we can put stops on the exchanges. Just like we don't drive a car without brakes because we don't want to commit a suicide or die. Same in crypto. We trade only on exchanges with stops and take profit. That's it. What about you, Jomo? Do you use this nonsense?
I mean, I don't understand the question exactly because she's asking, do you guys use cold and hot wallets for storage for the short time you hold the coins? Okay, so I mean, if we trade on futures, all right? So we actually don't hold any coins at all. We trade contracts. Okay, so you can't move contracts anywhere. You can only trade it on the exchange. Okay, so if you're asking about when we get in and out of trading positions, no, it's on the exchange only. Okay, and because we trade futures. If you're asking something else, maybe you can elaborate on longer term trades and everything. But either way, I think you're asking about short term trades. No, we're on the exchange. You look, CM. People don't. You know what happened? People don't talk about this, CM. I'm going to show something from Twitter that I caught. I think it was today. Apparently, it was a huge rug. Not many people are talking about, CM, and I'm not going to elaborate too much into it. Okay, but there was a rug pull of KASPA. Okay, but not from the project of KASPA, but from a wallet. Okay, that called themselves, what was the name? Chain all right. Apparently, this was the only wallet you could have initially kind of bridge KASPA between things. It's like a bridge dex, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and they rugged their people. Anyone that moved KASPA on their bridge eventually got their KASPA stuck, and these people are stealing the KASPA slowly. Okay, so
It's
I
now.
don't.
Is it happening now?
It's happening so far for the past 6 months or so. This dude is saying, okay, I just read this today. Okay, apparently it's been happening for a while, and people are getting slammed, dunked. Their KASPA is getting taken and stolen away from them. And the reason I mentioned this up is first because I want you to go to our Twitter and follow us on Twitter now. All right, follow CM's Twitter. Follow my Twitter. We need to get to a much bigger audience on our Twitter. You can see it on the footer. Crypto Mindset 4 is for CM, and No Wedge, No Trade is me. Go now to the Twitter, retweet this live, and give us a follow on Twitter. Do it now for us, okay? We give you free alpha. The one thing we ask is for you to give us a retweet and a follow. So that's one thing. And the second thing is because people are always asking about cold storage, hot storage, DEXs, whatever. Yes, we believe that actually the safest place to put your money when you're trading is in the exchanges, even though they have their bullshit like FTX had back in 2021. But that's much more rare, all right, or at least from a big, good exchange, than what happens on DEXs. The other day, Cetus, which is a SUI DEX, got hacked, okay, for $230 million. Okay, so look, we say this, okay? We believe on exchanges is from all the things you can put in crypto, that is the best security for people that don't want to get in too much deep into security, okay? Because the exchanges, they do the security for you. We believe in exchanges. We don't believe in other things that rug people all the time, okay? Yes, you always need to be careful, but we believe in exchanges. If you have two-factor authentication, you have a specific email just for yourself for that. Don't use the same email, stuff like that. Very simple things. You're good.
Join the VIP, man, or the trade alert service. You're gonna get you part of our membership, man. You're gonna get 50% coupon on all the all the webinars, all the upcoming webinars. You know what I mean?
Christoph, if you want to join the membership, it's not 50% off. Okay, you can take it for a 20% off with the coupon code that we already always have for the live audience, right? VIP or trades, doesn't matter. You can take that. It's for 20% off. You can see it on the footer, CM. If you can show us, please, the coupon code for a 20% off. Now, If you are already a member of our VIP, all right, or other member, then all the webinars, you will get a 50% off on all the webinars. Okay, so you need to be a member first. You can use a 20% coupon code, as you can see down here, okay, the Bull 20 LFG for all our live viewers, and then all the webinars, you get a 50% as long as you're a member. Okay.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful Sunday. Jomo, we need to talk. We see you in the next episode, guys. And remember, no edge.
No